All right, my name is Michael Jones. My DLC number is 167074.
So, Michael, tell me a little bit about, I know you're getting ready to be released, but you've been here for a while. Can you tell me a little?
I've been here since July, yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've been here since July. I'm an ex-white supremacist. That's why I'm on this unit. It's a gang unit. To be honest, my people are after me right now because I quit. So it's kind of crazy, but just trying to change my life. Just trying to get up out of here.
You know, I keep wondering about that. I've talked to a lot of kids who've been in gangs, and it's harder to quit than it is to get in. Tell me, how do you actually quit?
I just told them, I was like, look, if y'all got, I'm done. If y'all got a problem with it, walk in the bathroom and we'll settle it. And they didn't say nothing to me. They just let it ride. But talking about jumping me and stuff, I ain't worried about that.
So how did you become a white supremacist to begin with?
I was born into the white supremacy. Because my family is mixed up in it. But just, I don't hate people, man. I mean, that's why I quit. I don't hate everybody.
So tell me what it was like growing up in that environment.
It was kind of crazy. I mean, seen a lot of stuff. I've been to rallies. I mean, all that stuff. I've seen 40-foot crosses burned and stuff like that. But I just don't see a point in it.
So when you're little and you're seeing that, you really don't know any better when you're little.
Yeah.
Right? So you just thought it was normal.
Yeah, that's what we lived by. It's just how we was. I didn't know anything different from it. Just that's how stuff was.
Do you have contact with your family now?
Yeah, I still have contact with my family.
So tell me about your family. How do you feel about it now?
Like my mom, them's the only one that's still alive and stuff. They ain't mixed up in it with my dad and them that was a white supremacist. But I mean, I still associate with my dad's people. I don't have a problem with it. I just don't have the same beliefs as them.
So when you get out, how hard do you think it's going to be? Are you going back home, or where?
I'm going back to my mother's. Yeah, I'm going back home.
How hard is it going to be to see your old friends, and tell me how you feel about that?
It ain't gonna be easy, but like I'm just gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Just be polite as I can, but I can't run with them like I used to. I can't do all the same stuff I used to do. Can't do it.
So when did you get your tattoos?
Oh, I've had most of these since I was young. I did them myself, most of them, but I just have had them for years.
How do you do them yourself?
Homemade tattoo guns. I did a couple of them in here, I ain't gonna lie. With like pencils and stuff, like I started on that jailbird right there in here. With a pencil just going like that. I got my SS right here. But just.
So what's it been like being locked up?
It's a struggle. I mean, I don't like being here, so that's why I'm trying to get out and stuff. I mean, I've been jumped, I've been beat down, I've had my food taken. It's a dangerous place, man. This ain't a cool place to be.
We've talked to a lot of kids who've gone through the GROW program, and it really seems to help. Tell me about the GROW program and how you felt about that.
You know what I'm saying? It teaches you the ups and downs of everything. It teaches you, you know what I'm saying, skills that you need in life. Just if you use them, if you take them and you use them, then it's going to help you. I mean, it helped me. It taught me, you know what I'm saying, not to want to be in gangs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It helped me get my GED and everything.
So you got your GED?
Yeah, I got my GED in here. So, I mean, if you use this program, it'll help you. That's all there is to it. But most people don't.
So what would you do if, when you got out, you know, some little kid, say some 10, 11-year-old kid came up and said, hey, Michael, you know, I'm going to join a gang. I think that'd be cool.
I'd try to explain to them why I shouldn't do that. Because I've done lived through it, you know what I'm saying? I've done seen the ups and downs of all of it. And just try to stop his decision. Or at least help him make a better one.
What gang were you affiliated with?
It was the Aryan Nation.
The Aryan Nation.
Yeah.
So how have you gotten along with some of the other kids in here who have been in rival gang members?
I just called a truce at the door. I was like, look, I ain't gonna say nothing to you, you ain't gonna say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we're both just trying to get out of here. But most of them didn't listen. I've been beat down. I had my face swelled up out like this. I was pissing out blood one time. they had me down in segregation for 22 days because the kids was having I had cash on my head. Yeah. I mean, I've been through a lot through it.
So what were some of the things you did that brought you to Pendleton?
Pendleton.
How'd you get locked up?
I was hustling. I was breaking into houses. I was beating people up. I got into it with my mom and them, and that's what really got me busted. But they was watching me anyway. They knew because we was growing weed, we was selling weed, we was toting guns, we was doing a little bit of everything. But,
were you scared at the time to get caught?
I wasn't thinking about getting caught. I was thinking about making the money and doing what I wanted to do. I didn't care if I got caught. I wasn't worried about that.
Really? See, because I think most people think, man, if I was doing all that, I'd be scared. Any day I'd get caught, I'd get locked up, and the thought of being locked up would just scare the hell out of people. Doesn't go through your mind.
Not till I got here, it didn't. Then it got me, but when I was doing it, I wasn't thinking about nothing but doing it.
I've had a lot of kids say, when they come in, they act tough. Because they don't want to.
You got to put on a front when you first get here, because if they see any sign of weakness, they got you. They got your food, they got your commissary, they got whatever they want. And if you don't hand over, they're going to take it. And if you don't get up and fight for it, you're going to lose it anyway.
So do you ever think about, now that you're 18 and you're getting out, that once you get out, if you mess up now?
Yeah, I'm across the street. I'm not trying to mess up this time. I got to do good. Because I can't afford it. I can't do it.
So what do you want to do once you get out? What are your plans?
Just get a job and just live a regular life, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can do. It's either that or go back to jail, get locked back up. And I ain't trying to do that, so I'm just going to use the skills I got in here, use my GED and stuff, and just move on. Time to grow up and be a man. That's all I can do.
So it seems like almost every kid I've talked to over the past 10, 11 years, usually at the beginning, it's all about money. Either, the ultimate goal is I want to get money, whether it's to live or to eat, or just because they want things. Is that how it kind of started for you?
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, most of these kids come from broken homes, you know what I'm saying? Low families, they ain't got no money and stuff. That's the only way they figure they can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't used to being around all that kind of stuff. So that's how it started for me. Just broken home, didn't have no money, didn't have nothing like that. So I had to get it somehow. So.
What do you think would help kids before they went to a life of crime? Is it just that people aren't paying attention?
Yeah, people ain't listening. They ain't getting attention. And the only attention they get's from the streets. You know what I'm saying? The people who teach them how to sell dope, teach them how to do that stuff. And they're just setting them up for failure.
What about, mentoring? Would that help? After school programs? What would help? Because you got a lot of adults saying, oh, we should do this, we should do that. But what's the answer? If kids could come up with the answer of how to keep them off the streets, how to keep them away from joining gangs, selling drugs, is there any good answer?
I ain't never really thought about that. I could see how mentoring and stuff could help, but I'm not really sure how to answer that question for real, because I've never been through nothing like that. That's all I ever knew was the streets. Never had no mentor program or nothing like that, so I don't really know.
So what's your family think about you coming home?
Oh, they're ready for me to come home, you know what I'm saying? They want me to come home, but, they hope I do good this time. They hope I don't mess up again. That's about it.
How it feels, what you have to think about when you get out.
What?
See, but this is what you've got to. I'm sure there's plenty of guys you don't get along with when you're locked up, but then you end up meeting,
more than you do get along.
Yeah, a lot more.
But then you end up meeting somebody you do get along with, and what's the likelihood that you guys are ever going to see or talk to each other again once you're out?
Me and him.
You never know. We could. Yeah, we could. Because we don't live too far from each other.
Really? Oh, wait, you're.
Indianapolis.
Okay, you're from down.
Scottsburg, but ain't really that far.
About
One road.
2-hour drive,
Yeah.
hour and a half, something like that.
Because some kids tell us, you come in by yourself, you leave by yourself.
That's true. That is true.
So you gotta look at it for real.
I mean, can't nobody get you out of here but yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're going to be here, you're going to be locked up for 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, you might as well make it as easy as possible, for real.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about coming in here and just staying to themselves their whole time. That's not gonna happen. I tell you right now, it's not gonna happen.
Losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Talking to yourself, end up down long term.
Yeah, like Hancock.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's like.
Man,
I remember Hancock. We were down in Seg with Hancock.
That dude's nuts.
man, he's something else.
Yeah.
So, how, like, say you went down to Seg.
Yeah, I was a long term.
So, how do you feel when you see somebody like him get taken down to Seg? Or you guys
Don't
just
say.
Yeah. It's like, dang.
Sucks to be
It's
him.
kind of like when you're on the outs and you see somebody go to jail. It's just,
Yeah.
it's weird. He'll get out. That's kind of about all I can say about it.
People go to SEG, that's their fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to stay out of
So I
SEG.
ain't worried about it.
Yeah, because Seg's a whole different. We filmed down there a lot. That's just a whole different place.
I was down there first time you guys came.
Were you?
Yeah. I was in the shower when y'all was filming.
Oh gosh, it's hard when we're down there filming because nobody's out, so we can't tell for the most part
You gotta go
who's
right up to
who.
the doors.
What makes you most crazy about being in Seg? Just being.
Probably the isolation. That's probably the worst part about it. Just being like away from everybody. Like you don't like hardly ever see anybody down there, and it gets to your head.
What do you do in that cell all day? Just-
Sleep. And long term, you can get books and stuff like that. So I mean, read, listen to the radio, but they don't have long term no more. It's all admin, and I guess you can't get no books or nothing. So hopefully I ain't gotta go down there and do that again. But
Especially as a teenager, to be stuck in that cell,
Yes.
I'd go crazy. I'd go crazy.
you kind of do. Yeah, you
I was only down there for 22 days, but I couldn't handle it. I was ready to get
try
out.
11 and a half months.
You know it.
So how do you get out? Just behave?
Yeah, they kind of. I'm not sure how it works now, but back when they had long term, it was like a level system. You had level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you had to go through release, and it's kind of work how it is out here. Like you have like treatment team and stuff like that. You go up, you get your level, but yeah, it's kind of like how it is out here. And it's like me, I didn't have to do the whole program down there. If I'd had to do the whole program, I'd have probably been down there 13, 14 months. But they let me out early, so.
See, what I can't figure is what, and we all talk about this all the time, is how do we help, before kids your age get into trouble, what can adults do to help stop you guys from getting in trouble in the first place?
Really,
Or is
just,
that all up to your family to know?
it's really all up to the individual.
It just, if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna break the law, you're gonna do it.
You got your mind set.
People
then-
tried to talk to us. People tried to do, you know what I'm saying, work with us. We just
I don't
did-
know.
We wanted to do what we wanted to do. We wanted to, you know what I'm saying, rob people. We wanted to use drugs. We wanted to sell drugs. We wanted to tote guns. This is what we wanted to do when nobody was stopping.
I don't know how many
Which is-
people
It's
I had
a mindset.
I had come up to me and try to tell me, I mean, the way to do things and the way to stay out of trouble, but I never listened to them. It's on the individual. If like people can tell them like all day, every day what to do and like how to stay out of trouble and stuff, but it's on the person to do it. And some people just they gotta go through this to learn.
Do you think it's something you grow out of as you get older?
Some people
Yeah.
don't.
Some people learn, some don't. Yeah, he basically said it.
Yeah.
But does going to adult prison scare you more than anything?
Nah, to be honest, I'd probably rather be in adult prison than here, because this is just, I don't know, this is just, it's a daycare. I mean, we got some of the same things that, you know, prisons got and stuff like, I mean, like hooch and fights and stuff like that, but that's going to happen regardless when you get a whole bunch of guys around each other. I mean, people's going to argue and fight and stuff, but prison's more for me than this place is. I ain't never
It's
been
more
there, but
laid
from what
back
my
for
dad's
real.
told,
When
yeah.
stuff pops off in prison, it just, you know what I'm saying, it's brief. And then it's right back to nothing.
But out is where you really want to be.
Yeah,
You
out.
wanna
I
be-
ain't going to prison. I don't care what nobody
I'd
says.
rather
I'm
be
staying.
free, but I mean, if I had to choose from here and across the street, I'd probably just turn around, cuff up, let it take me over there. But
I've said that before too.
Well, but you're both close to getting out. I know you're leaving
I'm supposed to be leaving 17.
17.
That's a week.
Do you know yet?
I don't know for sure, but it could be within probably the next 2.5, 3 months.
So if you stay on your levels, get all your levels, go through release, then you hopefully in a couple of months you'll be out of here.
Yeah. Right now, the biggest thing is getting these groups done down here, the STG groups. And then,
Paperwork.
yeah, by then my
Parole
placement will
paperwork.
be back, so I should be able to go home.
So what is it you'd want people out there to know about you or any of the other kids in here that they might have misperceptions about, or they think, the kids behind those bars are all rotten kids?
They ain't all bad. We ain't all bad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is trying to change our lives and stuff, you know. But a lot of us ain't. You got to pick the ones that are and pick the ones that ain't. Not everybody's bad. I figured that out from being up in here. Because I used to hate everybody if they wasn't white, man. But that's really not how it is, man. You got to judge people by perception, man. You can't just look at them and say, well, that kind of person is this, or that dude's locked up, so you know what I'm saying? He's a bad dude. People mess up. You just got to give them a shot.
Were there other kids here that were white supremacists?
There were several. In fact, 5 of them are in segregation right now for trying to start some kind of revolution, bringing something up. They all shaved their heads and put symbols all over their arms and stuff, but I ain't mixed up in it.
So you didn't get caught up in that?
I ain't messing with them dudes.
Do they try and get you to
Yeah,
come back?
yeah.
That takes a lot of inner strength not to do it.
Just gotta want it. I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to do it. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like anything else. If I don't want to listen to these staff, I'm not going to do it. But I choose to because it's the only way I'm going to get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Are you scared at all to be released?
I'm ready to get released. I got it this time. I know I do.
So how long have you been in here?
I've been in the Department of Corrections for a year, but I've only been at this facility since July 24th because I came from another facility. I got reclassed. So having racial problems with peers.
This might sound like a stupid question, but have you made any friends in here?
Friends. I've made several acquaintances, but I don't plan to meet up with none of these people, so no, I ain't made no friends. I mean, I'm cool with people, but that's just to keep the peace so I can get up out of here. I ain't made no friends in here.
One kid told me one time, you come in here by yourself, you leave by yourself.
Yeah, you don't leave with these people, man. If you choose to meet up with them, you're stupid. Because these people they ain't worth messing with, because they're all locked up too, and half of them's going to get locked up again. That's true. You come in here by yourself, you leave by yourself. That's the only way you can do it. That's just the way it is.
Did you at any time, or have any of the kids in here ever talked about, yeah, I'm going to end up in adult prison?
At one time, I even said that. I didn't think I was ever going to make it through this. I never thought I was going to get this far. But I just decided I had enough.
What made you change?
I'm tired of being in here. I'm ready to grow up and be a man. Stop doing this. This is little kid stuff, man. Wanting to be staying here, having to be told when to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just tired of it. I'm ready to go do what I want to do. So it's the only way I can do it.
So if you had any final things to say about who you were when you first came in here and who you are now, what would you want to say?
Flipped. I'm completely different. I was hateful. I was pretty much a bad person when I first got in the Department of Corrections, but changed it now. I'm done. So that's about it.
Well, sounds like you've got a long road.
Yeah.
So then you'll go, what, in 2 weeks?
No, I go to release art this Tuesday in 5 days, and I should leave on the 24th of this
You're
month.
actually going to leave on the 17th.
Huh. better, I guess.
That was a surprise. No.
Wow.
Typically they leave 2 weeks after they go through ARC, but we've already started the process on him.
So will your mom come pick you up? Is that the
Yeah,
plan?
my mom has to come pick me up. She's my guardian. She has to sign for me.
Yeah.
So what's that gonna feel like walking out? No
No, that's
bars?
what's up. I'm ready. That's what's up. I gotta do it.
So tell me how you think you're gonna feel when you walk
I
out.
don't know. It's gonna be weird, but I don't even know because I ain't never been released from a facility after this long like this. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be hard, but I gotta do it.
No jumpsuit.
I'm ready to get rid of this jumpsuit. I hate these jumpsuits.
No.
No, I don't like
handcuffs. No
Man.
razor wire.
That's what's up.
That makes you smile.
Yeah.
But is it gonna feel kind of weird just to be able to drive off in a car and?
Oh yeah. I haven't left this facility since I got here. I haven't seen past those woods. I ain't seen past up front. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be different.
What's the first thing you want to do when you get out?
I don't even know. Just spend time with my family. Just hug my mom. That's it. About all I can do.
Eat good food.
Ain't real worried about the food right now. I'll get the food later.
Well, thanks for agreeing to talk to us. It really helps for people to hear from you guys.
She's more attached just to.
Wow.
I got 31.
You what?
I got 31 of them.
Where's the jailbird right there?
Jailbird. Yeah, I ain't finished it yet. I'm going to, but I ain't done it yet. I got the swastikas. I got the SS bolts.
Did you do those yourself?
I did the bolts in here, right over in cell 20.
Doesn't that hurt?
A little bit.
And what's
This is a cross.
the?
Like this. It's like it ain't done yet. It needs to be filled in and stuff. You really can't see it. There's a skull right there, and it's got bones. But I still gotta fill in the skull and stuff. And then this is supposed to be red right around here. And this right here is where I started filling that in.
Are you gonna keep all those tattoos?
I'd like to get some of them removed, but I ain't gonna be here long enough to be in there because they got a program they're gonna start here where they're gonna remove tattoos for free. But I ain't gonna be here long enough, so I'm just gonna have to wear some sleeves, I guess, wear some long sleeves. Something.
Yeah. So how do you feel about them now that you know?
I kind of wish I wouldn't have got all of them. I like a couple of them, but I went overboard with it.
So what do you do about the swastikas?
I'm gonna cover them up. I'm gonna get bigger tattoos over them. That's all I can do with them.
Do you remember when you got your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, you can't even see my first tattoo. It was just back behind that right there. It was my initials, but it was crooked. So we filled that in over top of it so
How-
you couldn't see it.
how
I was
old?
like 12. I think I was 12.
So does your family know you no longer agree with the white supremacy?
Yeah.
And they're
Just gonna
okay.
have to get over it, I guess. And ain't nothing else they can do about it. It's not if they don't like it, they don't have to associate with me. It's on them.
Do you so you don't harbor any hard feelings toward them for raising you that way?
It's the way they think is right. I mean, that's just what they think.
Were they raised that way?
I suppose. I don't know. I guess. Kind of have to be raised that way unless somebody gives you a reason to hate them.
So how do you think you'll raise your kids someday if you have kids?
I ain't gonna raise them like that. I'm just teach them respect, teach them values, teach them parts of the things I used here. Because, you know what I'm saying, that's the only thing you can. That's the only way to keep them from ending up in these type of situations, ending up dead or in jail or in gangs, mixed up in drugs and stuff. You just gotta teach them the right way to do things.
So in a weird way, something good came out of you being locked up.
Several good things came from me being locked up. You know what I'm saying? I figured out that, I got to interact with different racial groups, different people. It helped me out, you know what I'm saying? Because in life, you can't hate it. It's too mixed up now. The world's too mixed up. This ain't the 60s and 50s. Can't be segregated no more. You know what I'm saying? I got my GED. That's a big deal. I never thought I was going to get my GED. Never.
So you got your GED
So,
in prison?
I got to, yeah. I can go to college for free because I got that GED in prison. Because the state will pay for 4 years.
You gonna do it?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it.
That'd be a huge
I
step.
don't know, that'd be crazy. People wouldn't know what to think.
Go from being a white supremacist to a
Yeah.
college student. It's a pretty big
I
jump,
don't know.
but it's possible.
Oh, it's possible. I could do it. But I ain't sure yet. I might just go straight to work.
Well, good luck.